And we are live finally. Welcome everyone to another Nintendo City live stream. This time we are streaming the finale of Emio the Smiley Man Famicom Detective Club. At least that's the plan. As far as I understand, we are on the final chapter, and therefore it should be the finale. But we will play it all the way to the end, and I will give my impressions of the game after that. So, apologies for being 15 minutes late or so. I was out doing an errand, and timing wise I got here right in time, but I needed a little breather, so gave myself 15 minutes. But anyway, we are here, we are starting, and honestly this is a little odd for me to be streaming on a Thursday night. I usually do Friday nights. A couple reasons for that. First off, I forgot I had something going on this weekend starting on Friday night, so obviously couldn't do that. The other reason is that Nintendo is starting to release their games on Thursday. They didn't usually it was Friday, so they would release a game that Friday and people would be playing Thursday at like midnight or whatever. And I just would do the Friday release stream. But the past few titles, Nintendo has switched to Thursday for some reason. So, I won't do it for every game, but I think for the big major ones that I want to play, I will stream Thursday, the day it releases, that night. I'll do a stream, and then we'll go back to Friday streams, for the foreseeable future. But the reason why I bring that up is because Zelda is next week, and I'm a huge Zelda fan, so I really want to play that as soon as it comes out. So I'm going to start that Thursday night. So hope to see you there. But I don't expect a whole lot of people to show up for this one because it is on an abnormal streaming day for me. I apologize again, but things happen. Normally I would have totally done Friday, but like I just said, I had a couple of reasons not to. Anyway, let's get right into it. Let's not dally any longer. We will do the final chapter. I think we'll get a brief synopsis. Review the plot thus far. Yes, please. As you continue following the case of Eisuke Sasaki, it keeps getting more mysterious. Mr. and Mrs. Todoroki say the sketch you showed them was definitely of Minoru Suzuki. People at the construction site who see the sketch of Makoto Kuze say it's really of a man they know as Suzuki. Your suspicions towards Detective Kuze have yet to be cleared. Oh, your suspicions toward Detective Kuze have yet to be cleared. You go to the Yamanba Pass, where Minoru Suzuki is said to have been dropped off after work. Oh, he beat me. I think the first time the narrator's actually beaten me. I stumbled a couple times there. And this is actually much shorter than it usually is. Well then. Yeah, last time we left up, we were going into this pass. And yeah, we're in the middle of nowhere, it seems. Let's look around. Be careful of bears. Beware of bears. What am I supposed to do if I run into one? Actually, if you could see real quick, right there is a bear. I forget what it's called in Japanese. They have these drapes that they'll have in doorways sometimes, and you walk through them, whatever. So this one I got in Hokkaido, where there's a lot of bears, and it says what this sign says. Basically, beware of bears appearing. So, yep. Maybe one of these days I'll give you a better look at it. Oh gosh. Don't destroy my computer now. Okay, well, anyway. My room is kind of a mess right now. I mean, it's not terrible, but anyway. Confessions of a streamer. I don't see any cars going by at all. A mountain covered with a lot of trees. There's a path right there. I mean, at least they've done some patchwork on this road. What's this here? Looks like the grass has been trampled. Animal tracks? Or a person? It's a bit overgrown, but... I have to check it out. Gotta go through. Gotta go through with it. Okay. I'm a little nervous. It's already starting to get dark, but I'm going to push on and go as far as I can. Dead bodies everywhere. Ah! Whew. The going has gotten rough. Footsteps, or footprints, I should say. This is basically mountain climbing at this point. I see footsteps, but before we check the footsteps, let's look at random things. There aren't any snakes around, right? Japan has snakes, so maybe. Actually, I'd probably be more afraid of, well, bears are definitely one thing, depending on where you are in the country. But wild boar, it can be aggressive. Hey, Shadowrun Gauntlets! Well, as the wise Italian plumber once said, kill every last one of them! I mean, here we go! Kill every last one of them! Stop every last one of them! No, bro! Don't do it! Oh, Mario. How you doing, Shadow? It looks like there are some tracks in the mud. I should pay close attention. Pay close attention. They must have been made by someone passing through. I'm glad they're here. I can use them to navigate. It doesn't look like a hiking trail. I don't see any signs or landmarks at all. Maybe the trail was blazed by someone who lives out here. And now Minoru Suzuki is using it. Potentially. Would it be funny if there was eyes just staring at us right now? Let's count the tracks a little longer. That was a pretty intense hill. Whew! Bro needs to go on the treadmill or something. Come on, man. Okay, where should I go next? Let's look around. What kind of plants are these? How many years did it take for the forest to grow like this? Oh, trampled thicket. Some of the greenery is a bit trampled. Sure seems like someone has been walking here. I wonder if I could find some rare beetles out here. You're such a child. Can we have a moment of silence for the Switch-only user who can't play Sparking Zero? Hate to see that happen. Moment of silence. They'll not be able to enjoy the Smash Ultimate version or the wait, what am I trying to say? They'll not be able to enjoy the Smash Ultimate equivalent for the Dragon Ball Z universe that is Sparking Zero. Everyone is here. When you mentioned that in the Discord, you weren't joking. There, literally, well, maybe not literally, but they added almost everybody you could want. I should keep going. A fork in the trail. This is gonna be a problem. Okay. Well, it looks like this has a little more purple over to the right. I don't think the sun rays can reach here with all this overgrowth. It's the way up. I see a good amount of tracks. It's the way down. There are some tracks, but they're sparse. Sparse. I've never known how to pronounce that word. Sparse? I think it's sparse. In fact, I think I know it's sparse. I always doubt myself for some reason. Well, I guess let's take the road. Let's go left. Usually I always go right, but it just seems to me that the left is the more... Well... Would this person, or if someone's hiding something, would they want more or less sunlight? That's the question. I expect this day to end with me lost on a mountain. I have to observe my surroundings carefully so I don't get lost. The path splits in two. Okay, well, that really helped. Let's go the lighter side. Let's go left. Let's go to the left. You got dead. No! Oh, a stream. That's what I was hearing. I did hear water. What is this? A tied ribbon. What's that? Oh, it looks like a marker. So if I go in the direction of this landmark, I might find a road. Why put that there, though? Do people pass through here on a regular basis? I mean, this is a pretty scenic area, a very nice stream. The water is really moving. It's not super deep, so I bet I could cross, but... Famous last words. It's not as deep here. I bet I could walk on the rocks to make my way upstream. Anything else of interest? Doesn't seem like it. Oh. I have options. Let's follow the landmark. I can use the rocks across without getting wet. Just need to be careful. Oh crap, does he slip and hurt himself? Another fork in the road. Tsuko kinshi. Forbidden to travel over here, I believe. Like to pass. There's a handwritten sign blocking the path. It reads no entry. Oh, well, yeah, okay. If you want to localize it, sure, it means no entry. But literally, I think it means it's prohibited to pass through. Tsuko, pass through. Kinshi, prohibited. Or forbidden. Whichever one. It's written in hiragana. I wonder if that's to make it easier for kids to read. Or it could be someone who didn't learn the kanji for it at a young age. And then what's this sign? There's a broken sign in the bushes. Like maybe someone hit it? Tachi-iri o... Oh shoot. I'm pretty sure another one of those signs is basically says prohibited. Anyone who doesn't have a reason or a need or reason to be here. No pass beyond this point. Looks like a sign put up by an official of some sort. Beyond this point. I don't know if that really says that, but whatever. Close enough. Any hints for my Halloween costume? You know what? I had a plan and I forgot the plan. Isn't that terrible? I had like this whole idea, and obviously I haven't got the materials or the things for it yet. But I forgot it. I was like, it was a brilliant idea, and then I totally forgot it. But I have a few that I think about, that I've been thinking about. Do you have an idea what your Halloween costume's gonna be? Yeah, for the life of me, I can't remember what I was gonna do. Last year went pretty easy and did Wayne from Wayne's World. That's really easy. You just need a hat that says Wayne's World and a black t-shirt and you're good to go. I bet I can climb that rock if I believe in myself and do my best. Okay. I'll climb the rock. Let's go right. The left side looks dangerous, and there's that no entry warning. Let's go to the right. This is... Maybe I should have got to the left. There's a cliff at the end of the road that doesn't look climbable. Best to turn back. Okay. I overthought that one. Let's go left. The sign says to keep out, but I'm gonna ignore that and go left anyway. It'd be interesting if I have to climb the rock. No. So what now? Oh, there's a little shrine. Jizo. Oh, that's what it's called. A Jizo statue. Looks like it's barely been taken care of. But there are random flowers in the offering. Not eggplant flowers. The flowers are fresh. Someone must have been here recently. Oh, Jughead from Archie's Weird Mysteries. Hey, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good one. I had thought about, every year I think about doing Zoolander or Night at the Museum, Ben Stiller's character for Night at the Museum. Mainly because I get a lot of people that tell me that I look like Ben Stiller. So those were ideas I've had in the past. But with my long hair, I feel like I want to do something. Oh, that's your costume for this year. That's great. That's a great one. With long hair, I kind of want to. I want to do something with it. I just don't know what yet. I had an idea though, and for the life of me, I've been trying to remember it. This is why you write things down. And it looks like there's some tracks behind the statue. Looks like someone placed these branches there to keep people away. But who would have done that? I mean, it does look like there's a drop-off nearby, so it kind of makes sense, but I'm still suspicious. A shed. It looks pretty old, but it might be worth investigating. I do want to investigate the shed. But maybe let's go behind the Jizo statue. Oh. Finally out of the woods. What the heck is this place? Yeah, what? It's like an abandoned town. The exterior wall has completely collapsed. There's no sign of anyone living here. No, they seem to have like a telephone line. Or is that power? If someone just touched it, it'd fall apart. It feels spooky. Maybe haunted. Like something might jump out of me. Wait, out at me. Okay. Is this an abandoned village? There's nobody around. It's like time stopped. There's some old dilapidated houses. The workers dropped off someone who they were calling Suzuki a ways back. I wonder if he lived here. Hey, free rent. Sounds like a dream come true. Could we know Suzuki be here? And I guess more importantly, if someone were here, could it really be Minoru? Two separate people ID'd Makoto's sketch as Suzuki. I don't think anyone will come out. Okay, fine. There's no one around. Well, you never know. There could be someone watching. Someone watching. Oh! Oh crap, oh shoot, whatever. Forgot to charge again, so now my battery is low. I won't use it for now in case there's an emergency. I need it later. Okay, fine. I should look inside these buildings, even though they look abandoned. Within the abandoned village. Oh! Oh! It's Kuze!
あなた、ここで何をしているの？
I could tell your jacket for a mile away. What are you doing here? Detective Kuze?
クゼ刑事？クゼ刑事こそ
Why are you
質問に答えなさい。
Answer my question.
実は
I think Minoru Suzuki might be lurking around here.
この辺りに潜んでいるかもしれないんです。僕はその調査の
So
た
I'm
めにやっ
looking
てき
for
ました。
him.
もしや
Is
クゼ刑事？
that why you're here too? No, because her brother's here who's using the name or something.
クゼ刑事がここ
So if
にいら
you're
っしゃっ
here,
たということは
that means
やはり
Minoru Suzuki
Kono
must
haison
really be
no
lurking
doko ka
somewhere around here, huh?
鈴木みのるが潜んでいるんですね。
警察の捜査情報は公
I
害
can't
無
tell
用
you
よ。
anything about the police
もちろ
investigation.
ん、あな
You
た
have
に
no
それ
right
を
to
聞く
expect
権
me
利はない
to.
わ。
Okay.
民間人のあなたに
You're a
話す義務
civilian.
はない
I
の。
have no obligation to tell you anything. Okay, she's not talking to me. How about I show you this? Yes.
これは
That's yes,
こ
that's
の似
right.
顔絵を見て、この
Two
人
people have looked at this sketch of Makoto and told
誠
me
さ
it's
ん
a
が
person they know as
鈴木だと言っ
Suzuki.
た人が2人いたんです。
What? Yes, yes. Now take a look at this one. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, come on.
常に冷静沈着なクゼ
Detective
刑事
Kuze
だ
is usually calm and
明
collected.
らかな
Not
緊張
now,
が見て
though.
取れる。
Sketch again. Nope. Okay.
今呼ぶべき人は
Help! Really? Oh, okay. I bet I just have to examine.
かなり緊張しているようだ。
She seems pretty nervous. And pretty what? What? Why is she so
クゼ刑事
tense?
の緊張の理由。それは
Does she really think Minoru Suzuki, very possibly the
鈴
smiling
木みのる
man,
が
is in the
この
village
村
right
にいると
now?
確信しているからなのでは。鈴木みのるが
Is Minoru Suzuki somewhere in this abandoned village?
あのね、
You know how it is.
事件に関する質問には
I can't
一
answer
切
any questions
答える
about
こ
the
とはできない
case.
わ。
So,
そしてあなたの仕事は
your
ここま
work
で。
is done.
あとは
Leave
警
the
察
rest
に
to the
任せなさい。
police. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because the police have done such a great job so far. Oh man.
あとは警察に
Go
任せ
home.
て。
The
あな
police
た
will
は
take
今
care
す
of
ぐ
the
帰りな
rest.
さい。
I'm so close.
確かにクゼ刑事の言う通り。
Detective Kuze is right.
ここか
It's
ら
a
は
job
警
for the
察の
police
仕
now.
事だ。
I mean, I get it.
そういえば、
It's just
クゼ刑事
there
以
don't
外
seem
の
to be any
警察関
police
係
here,
者の姿が
other than Detective Kuze herself. Objection! Oh, okay, never mind.
あの、
Detective
Kuze-Kuze,
Kuze, did you come here by yourself?
まさか単独で
You weren't
乗り
thinking
込
of
むつも
going
り
in
なんじゃ。
alone, are you?
心配ないわ。さっき
Don't worry.
神にも
I
応
called
援を
Kami
頼
for
んだか
backup.
ら。大丈夫。
I'll be fine.
単独行動なん
I won't do
て
anything
無茶はしない。だからあなたは
That's
も
why
う
you
行き
need
な
to
さ
go
い。
now.
ですが、
But
行きなさい。
go. I mean, to be fair, she's probably trained in hand-to-hand combat and weapons, potentially. Probably more so than I am. So she probably can handle herself.
言うことを聞かないと公
You'll
務執
do
行
what I
妨
say, or
害
you'll
よ。
be under arrest.
今す
Go
ぐ来た
back the way
道
you
を戻りな
came.
さい。
クゼ刑事。
Detective Kuze, please be reasonable.
前にも言ったわよね。
Like I told you before,
私の仕事の邪魔だけはしないでちょ
don't
うだ
get
い
in。my way, understand?
さあ、行っ
Now
て。
go. But I don't want to go.
考えてみれば
I'm not part of the
警察
police
関係者
force.
でもない
I
僕
shouldn't be
は
trying to work alongside
久世
Mr.
刑事と
Kuze
一緒に
like
行
this.
動していいはずがない。このままじゃ
I'll
久世
only
刑
get
事の
in
邪
the
魔をし
way
てい
if
る
I
だけ
stay
だ。
here. What did I think I was even doing?
何か勘違いし
I
てい
mean,
た
you
の
were
か。
asked to investigate it.
久世刑事のことを心配だけど、
I'm worried about her, but I
これ以上
can't stop her from doing what she
迷惑はかけら
wants
れ
to
ない。
do.
僕の調査は
I suppose my investigation ends here. What? Chicken!
僕の調査はここまでな
My
んだな。
investigation ends here.
あなたの仕事はここまで。
Your work is done.
あ
Leave
と
the
は警
rest of
察
the
に任せな
police.
さい。
No. I guess I'll call for a ride.
あなたの仕事は
Your
ここま
work
で。
is done. Leave the rest of the police. Oh, that was a hint. But my
いい加
notebook.
減にしなさい。
I've had enough. Notebook? No? Okay.
あなたは今すぐ帰る
Leave
の。
now.
わかったわね。
Understand? I just want to help. I can't even look.
行きなさい。
Go. I
あ
help.
なたの仕事はここまで。
All right.
確かに久世刑事のおっしゃる
I,
通りです
you。have to press save and
僕
quit.
の
I
調査
love
は
it.
ここで終了ですよね。
Detective Kuze, you're right. My investigation ends here.
久世刑事、
It's just,
くれぐれもお気を
please
つ
be
けて。
careful.
ええ、
Yeah,
ありがとう。
thanks.
失礼します。
I'll get going then. Psych! I really hope it's like, oh, why is a mic like that? I'm a
民間
civilian.
人か。ここまでが探偵
I
の
guess I
限
did
界なん
everything
だ
I could. Wait a minute. I'm not.
やっぱり
I don't know.
せめて応援が来
Well,
るまでは
maybe I can linger until backup arrives.
念のために
Or I could call
上原
Kamihara,
刑事に電
even
話
though she said she already did. What was that?
久世刑事、
Detective Kuze!
やっぱり一人で
I knew it.
鈴木の元へ。
She went to find Minoru Suzuki alone.
久世刑事は一体どこだ。
Where is she? Did she go into one of these abandoned houses?
どこだろう。まあ、
Which
見
one?
当がつかない。
I have no idea.
一軒一軒見て回るしか。
Go door to door and look around. Oh jeez!
また銃声だ。さっきよりかなり
Gunshot.
近いぞ。
It was a lot closer than before.
こっちか。
Was it over there?
音が聞こえた方向を
It sounded
考
like
え
it
る
came from this way.
とおそらく。よし。
Okay. Really wish I would have brought my. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well then. How do I process this? I'm just gonna think,
一体何が。
what in the world? That's disturbing.
久世刑事、大丈夫ですか。
Detective Kuze, are you okay? What the?
それに
Who is
こ
he?
の人は。
これが鈴木みのる。
This is Minoru Suzuki. What?
18年前の
The
一
same
連
man
の事件。
responsible for the murders 18 years
そし
ago.
て
And the man who killed
Sasaki
Eisuke
Eisukeを殺した
Sasaki. I don't believe you. Gasp.
鈴木は静止に動じる様
Suzuki
子もなく
approached me
私に
and
近
I
づ
told
い
him
て
to stop. He did not.
危険を感じた
I
私は
fired a
発砲し
shot,
た。
but my
だけど
hands were.
手元が狂って外してしまった。ひるむこともなく平然と
Suzuki
歩み
took
寄
my
ってきた
pistol
鈴
from
木
me
は
and threw it
拳
away.
銃を取り上げて投げ捨てたのよ。
Okay.
そして襲いかかっ
Then
て
he
き
began
た
to
鈴木は
strangle me.
私の首を絞め始めた。だから私は
I escaped
なん
his
とかそ
grasp.
の手を振りほどき、手近にあった
I
ナ
hit
タで
Suzuki on the head with a
Suzuki.
machete. Oh god.
あいつの頭を叩き割った。
My mother's lucky machete. Split him open. Ah!
よほどの
Girl, you're crazy.
目の前の
I
久世
bet
刑事
she was Supposedly defending herself. Supposedly. Allegedly. I think she's in shock. She seems disoriented. I'm just gonna look at the fallen man. So that's Minoru Suzuki. It's too dark to see very well. But his face looks badly injured. Did Detective Kuze do that too? Oh my gosh. Let's see. Where's your lucky machete? Machete. And also there's whatever. Looks like his face is badly injured. Detective Kuze doesn't look like her usual self. Nothing else to examine. Are you sure that's Minoru Suzuki?
間違いなく続きなんですね。
そう。
Yes,
こ
it's
れが
really him.
続き。
And I killed
私
him.
が殺したのよ。
Oh boy.
これが続き実だと
She
いう
seems
久
confident
世
that the
刑事
man
の
on
主
the
張
floor
には
is Minoru.
全く迷いがない。彼女は
And his sketch must be what led her
続
here.
きを追って
But
きたはずだ。現在の
how
続き
can
の
she be
姿
so
を予
sure?
想して書かれ
She's
た
only seen a
名前
rough
で
police sketch of what
そ
he
こに
might
はっ
look
きり
like.
本人
I'm
だ
telling you, she's trying to use it as an excuse.
これは本当に
So again, is that really Minoru Suzuki? I don't. Let's take a look. Okay, no. Guess that was not right.
状況は把握で
Okay,
きたぞ。
I've got things figured out.
単身でこの廃屋に
Detective
乗り
Kuze
込んだ
entered
久
the
世刑事
abandoned
は
house alone. Was
中にい
attacked
た
by
続
Minoru
き
Suzuki,
に
who
襲わ
was
れたよう
inside.
だ。身の危険
She
を感じた
opened
彼
fire
女
in
はやむなく発
self-defense.
砲した。
The sound of
その
that shot
銃
led
声
me
を頼り
here.
僕はここにたどり着いた。銃
What
声
about that gunshot?
待て。
Yeah, wait a second. There were 2 gunshots.
僕が聞いた銃声は
I heard 2
2発だ。
shots.
久
Did
世刑
Detective
事
Kuze
は
miss
何回も
both
外した
times?
ことなのか。拳銃を奪われ
She
た
says
久世刑事
he
は
got a hold of the gun
続
and
き
tried
に
to
首を絞
strangle
めら
her.
れた。その手を
But she was able to grab a machete and strike him
手近にあ
in
っ
the
た
head
ナタ
with
で
it.
続きの頭なんだ
So where's the machete?
そのナタはど
That's
こ
what
だ
I've been asking. What? I don't see any machete around here.
ナタが見当たらない
Where could it be?
どこにあるって
But
足元
there
に
is a
携帯
cell
電話が
phone
落ちて
lying by my feet. Oh,
僕の携帯電
oh,
話
it's my phone. I must have dropped it when I ran
さっき
here.
駆けつけた時に落としたのか
Clumsy me.
とにかく上原
We
刑
should
事に
let
知らせま
Detective
しょう
Kamihara know
僕が
what's
連絡し
happening.
ます
I'll call him. Uh-oh.
お
Huh?
県外だ
Out of range. Kingai.
そうか山奥
No
だ
signal in the
から電波が
mountains.
届かないんだ
Wait,
県外
if I'm out of range... Uh-oh. Of course she'd be out of range too. Didn't
さっき
she
久世刑
say...
事はこう言っていた
心配ない
Don't
わ。
worry, I called
さっ
Kami
き
for backup.
神にも応援を頼んだから。
What the heck is going on here? No, don't do it. Please. Whoa, whoa.
なぜ行かなかったの？
Why didn't you just go?
なぜここに来たのよ？
Why did you even come here? Detective
久世刑
Kuze,
事
please.
ごめんなさい。
I'm
あなた
sorry.
にも死んでもらう。
You're going to have to die. Huh?
待ってください
Wait,
久世刑
Detective
事
Kuze.
18
It
年
was
前のあの日、
18 years ago. Huh? Backstory time? Flashback.
家を飛び出した私は
I'd run out of the
人
house,
気のない道端
and I
に
was
座
sitting
り
by the
込ん
side
で
of
泣
the
いてい
road
たの。
crying. A car pulled up right in front of me. The door opened, and someone stepped out. I looked up at them and... Oh! There was a man standing there. He was wearing a paper bag with a smiling face drawn on it. What? I was too scared to move. I couldn't speak. The man crouched down and looked me in the eye. Does she have her pin on at this point? Or maybe it had already fallen out. And he said, Emiko. Oh gosh. I screamed and I screamed and I just kept screaming. The man didn't move. I could see his eyes from inside the bag. They looked sad. Then he grabbed me by the neck. Oh gosh. Then her brother came. That's when my brother came running up the road. He was yelling, trying to save me. He attacked the man, but it wasn't enough. The man started strangling him, keeping him pinned to the ground. I thought he was going to kill my brother. I was watching my big brother die. Stop. I tried to help. I grabbed the man, but he just brushed me off like it was nothing. That's when I managed to pull off the paper bag. He turned and looked right at me. And it was Minoru Suzuki. But his face was... Oh my gosh! It looked just like the face in the bag. I was so scared I couldn't breathe. Good reveal. What? By the time I got a hold of myself, Suzuki's car was gone. I couldn't forget the sight of him tossing my unconscious brother in the trunk. Okay, that one I figured that he must have taken Makoto. That I figured out. But yeah, but there's other things I'm just unsure about. How do you know for a fact that's Minoru Suzuki though? I just, there's no way of knowing that. He was taking Makoto away. I can still remember it so clearly. When I got home, my grandparents kept asking me what happened to my brother. I don't know why I told them I didn't know anything, but that's what I did. It was all so horrible. The attack, the look on his face, the feeling of being strangled. None of it was as bad as my brother being gone because of me. And my grandparents knew what really happened. My big brother, the purple flowers he gave me. Oh yeah, I said those horrible things! He was taken instead of me. Well, neither of you would have been taken, technically speaking. Shut up, Maurice. I wish it had been me. I still feel that way. The police came to my house, and they asked me so many questions about my brother. All I would say, all I could say was, I don't know anything. Everyone in the village came together to try to find my brother, but it was useless. He would never be found. But the smiling man raised him as his apprentice, right? Maybe? Or he murdered him, I don't know.
翌日、当日の夜
Next
に
day,
も
a
来
young
ていた
man
若
came
い
in.
男がやってきた。
He'd been there that night and he identified himself as a detective.
自分を探偵だと名乗った。
Oh. Oh.
何も話そうとしない私に。
Oh, it's, what's his name?
その人はこう言った。
Utsugi. When I refused to speak, do you know what he said to me? He said,
お嬢ちゃん、本当に何にも知らない。
Miss, I'll find your brother. Are you sure you don't know anything at all about his disappearance? Utsugi.
私は
I couldn't
何も
answer
答えられなかった。その探偵、
because I knew that
宇
detective
津木俊介には
Shunsuke Utsugi.
何もかも見透かされているような気がしたから。私の嘘も
Through my lies.
兄が生き
And
て
the
帰
other
ってく
truth
る
he
はず
knew
も
was
な
that
いと
my
いう
brother
事
would never
実。
come home alive.
その男は
That man,
本当に
did you
あ
really
なた
kill
が
him?
殺したんですか？
そうよ。
Yes,
私た
I
ち兄
did.
弟をめちゃくちゃにし
You
た
noticed
鈴
Suzuki
木
destroyed our
稔。
lives.
殺されて当然でしょ。
He deserved to.
エミコ、
Emiko.
やっぱり
I
来て
knew
くれ
you'd
た
come,
んだ。
Emiko. Oh, she saw it once.
エミコじゃないのか。
Not Emiko.
じゃ
Then
あ、お前は
who
誰だ？
are you? Oh. Oh wow, he did actually start strangling her. Ah! What? Then what was the second gunshot?
私が鈴木を殺した
I
のに。
killed Suzuki.
あなたは
This
こ
gun
の
has his fingerprints
鈴木
on
の
it.
指紋が残った銃であいつに撃たれて死んだことに
If
な
I,
ってもらうわ。
if it looks like Suzuki shot you,
やっと会えた兄
I
と
could
暮らす
finally
ために
live life with my brother.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry, but
兄と
your brother. The brother who came in. There's Makoto. Eh?
兄さん、
Makoto,
君は
you're my voice.
誠兄ちゃん、私よ。
Makoto, my brother, it's me, Junko, Junko.
純子、
Junko, Makoto,
兄ちゃん。
brother.
そうよ、
Yes,
誠兄
you're
さ
my
ん。
brother, Makoto. I knew it. You're still
無事だ
alive.
ったのね。
無事。
Alive? What are you talking about? Brother,
兄さん、
don't you know
私が
who
わか
I
らない
am?
の？
Oh, he's freaking out.
もしや兄さん、
Don't you?
僕は誰だ？
Who am I?
君は一体誰
Who
だ？
am I? Who the heck are you?
これを見
Wait,
て。
look at this. A bookmark? No, the flower.
兄さん、綺麗
Remember,
な
I
お
should
花を
have
ありが
thanked
と
you.
う。ごめんなさい。
あ
Brother, you've got to get out of here now. Wait for me at Kofuku Station. What? Hurry! Get out of here, hurry!
でも
But I live here, all my stuff is here. Go now! Oh, okay, so the first shot was a warning one. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, Kuze. Junko. Kuze. What should I do? My brother has lived like this for almost 20 years without knowing anything about his life until today. I don't want to make him suffer anymore. Then don't do this. I want to set him free right now. Voice cracks. I'm so sorry. I can't. Oh yeah, you can see his face. Oh my gosh. Can't. I still can't do it. I'm sorry, Makoto. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm obviously not doing this justice whatsoever. Detective Kuze. Detective. Oh my gosh! Stop making Junko cry! No! Stop, Makoto! Stop! Oh my gosh! Makoto! So that explains what happened to the smiling man originally. Or not originally, but how she was able to get out of his clutches. I'm back! La la la, I just had some great tiramisu again. How did everything go on your end? I'm back.
Oh, Ayumi-chan.
Oh, hey, Ayumi. How's Makoto doing? He seems to be recovering well. Looks like there's no permanent damage. Well, that's good. Good for him. I'm so glad Detective Kamihara is a terrible shot. I know he was shooting to kill, but also Kamihara did get there. Kamihara opened fire on Makoto upon arrival. How did he get there? Did she actually call him? He said Detective Kuze had been acting strange lately. Said she'd been working solo much more than before. She decided to perform a one-woman raid on Minoru Suzuki's hideout without telling anyone else. But Detective Kamihara knew about the motorcycle and the school tie. So he paid attention to her motives whenever possible. Kamihara knew Detective Kuze was headed to the abandoned village alone. But he said he was delayed after being called into the police station. See, he's been engaging in unauthorized and irregular behaviors too. Okay.
久世純子
All to protect Junko.
その人を守るために
He's a real friend.
都築実に関しては
As for Minoru Tsuzuki, at the time I was sure Detective Kuze
本
was
当
the
に
one
久
who
世刑
killed
事が
him.
殺したんだと思ったよ
But it was actually Makoto. Oh gosh, that face.
兄さん
Makoto.
純子
Junko. Hide
ど
somewhere,
こかに
Makoto.
隠れて兄さん
What?
いいから隠れるの
Just hide now. Well, there you go. And that's how it went
そ
down.
れから佐々木くんのことだけど
Yeah, so now we have to understand what actually happened with Eisuke. I don't know. I feel like it had to have been Makoto doing it, right? Because the Minoru guy seemed to, still be strangling with his hands. At least that's how he took on Kuze. And then also with the construction workers, I feel like Minoru Suzuki must have, or Makoto must have been using the Minoru Suzuki name. Although then again, Minoru Suzuki, but he did always wear a mask, but he did take off his mask at some point. I think people would have been freaked out if they saw that smile. What about Eisuke? It looks like Eisuke Sasaki committed suicide after. Oh, dang! I said the word. They don't like it when I say that. They being YouTube.
あの夜ゆかりこ村から
Did
警
he?
察署に
Oh
戻る途中の
man!
脇道に入っていく自転車を目撃した
Well, that was not the twist I was hoping to find out. Ah. Well, that sucks. I mean, if there's someone that causes, you can blame someone, but when it's that, man, poor kid, and then poor his friends. Oh gosh. What happened? Oh man. You gonna tell Megumi that? Really? Can we really call it as okay, well, let's keep reading. Detective Kuze was headed back to the station when she saw a kid on a bicycle ride onto a side street.
その時間と場所から
She was suspicious
不
but
審に
decided to
思い
keep
ながら
going.
そのまま通過した久世刑事だったが妙な胸騒
But
ぎ
her suspicions got the best of
帰
her
宅
and she
後に
turned her motorcycle
バイ
around
クで
to
自
follow
転
the
車を
bike.
目撃した場所へと向かったバイクを止め
She parked
脇
and
道
walked
を進ん
down
だ
to the
先に
pumping
は
station,
ポンプ場があった
and that's where she
そこ
found
でポンプ場の鉄格子に
Eisuke
ネクタイを
Sasaki
引っ掛
hanging
け
by his neck
座
in
る
the
よう
sitting
な形
position.
で
He
首を
took
つ
his
って
tie to
い
the
る
bars at
佐
the
々木
pumping
英介
station.
を発見した
Oh my gosh. But then why mess with the crime scene in this case? What's the reasoning for it?
佐々木英介はすでに息絶えていたが
He wasn't breathing, so Detective Kuze tried
直
to
ちに蘇生処
resuscitate
置
him.
を試みた
Well, I guess that's fair, but
しかし佐々木英介が
it didn't work.
息を吹き返すことはなかった
Eisuke was dead.
そして署
she
に
went to
連
take her
絡しよ
cell
うと
phone
した
out of her
久世刑事
bag.
がカバンから携帯電話を取り出そうとした時久世刑事の手
Detective Kuze remembered something she
がある
was
ものに
carrying.
触れた
What? Oh, this must be the thing that she found at her home. Oh, she
取
found
り
this.
壊す
She
直
found the
前に
paper
実家で
bag.
発見したあ
Oh,
の忌まわしい
wow.
紙袋だ
The paper bag she found while cleaning her grandmother's house before it was torn down.
それを見たとき、あ
It
る
gave
考
her
え
an
が
idea.
頭によぎった久世刑事は、
What?
あろうことか、
And she
それを
acted
実行に
upon
移して
it.
しまったんだ。
What?
横たわる佐々木英介に紙
Detective
袋をかぶせ、
Kuze took the tie, put the
その場を
paper
立ち去っ
bag
た
over
久世刑
Eisuke's
事は、
head, and left the scene. Man, I still can't believe that. I almost feel a little unsatisfied by that fact. Maybe it's more so I just feel so bad that Eisuke was the one to do. Oh gosh, Eisuke, you had so much to live for. Oh, that's really depressing. Detective Kuze took the tie, put the paper bag over Eisuke's head, and left the scene.
もしもし、人が死んでるみたいなん
Hello,
です。
I think someone is dead. They're at the pumping station near the
場所は
bus stop behind the
山の
school.
バス停近くのパンプ場です。
翌朝、
The next
第
morning,
一発見者を
posing as the
装い
first witness, she
匿
made
名
an
で警
anonymous
察
call
に
to the
通報し
police.
た。久世刑事は18年前
Detective
の事
Kuze
件の
disguised
再発
Eisuke
を
so
想
he
起
would
さ
be
せる
linked
偽
to the
装を
case from 18 years
佐々
ago.
木君に施し、
Interesting. So she took that as a entryway, or as a way to open up that case again.
彼女自身がその
She
捜査に
believed
加
her
わること
participation in the investigation could
が
lead
誠
to
その発
locating
見
her
につ
brother
ながると考
Makoto.
えたようだ。
Then how did the pin get in her thing? I guess the Smiley Man did follow her? I don't know.
その事件の報道が
She was hoping the case would draw a lot of coverage
必ず生きてい
and
ると
serve as a
信じ
kind
た
of beacon
誠
for
さんへ
Makoto,
の
who she believed was still
何ら
alive.
かのサインになると思ったのかもしれないね。実際に佐々木君
And
の
it
事件は
worked. Eisuke's case was noticed by Minoru
誠さんの
Suzuki
知る
and
ところと
Makoto,
なってエミオが現れる
The
ように
Smiley
な
Man
ったことを
showed
考
up,
えると
just like Detective
久
Kuze
世刑
hoped.
事の狙い通りにはなったわけだけど、
I guess he did appear in front of Megumi.
今彼女は自
She
分の
says
して
she
しまったこ
regrets
とを
what she did.
とても後悔している
Yeah,
そうだよ。
you'll probably be taken off the force after that.
私はなんてことを
She
して
keeps
しま
saying,
ったんだ。
"What have I done?"
久世刑事はネクタイと
Didn't
一緒
Detective
に
Kuze also take
佐々
Eisuke's
木君の衣
suicide
装も
note?
持っていたのよ
I
ね。
think she was keeping along with the tie. That's why she had that envelope. That was the note. Oh, man. Dang. That's so depressing. I don't like how depressing that is. Yeah.
久世刑事
It
の
was in
部
the
屋に
envelope
落ちて
I
い
saw in the
た
box in
カ
her
ゴに入っていた
apartment.
封筒がそうだったんだね。その衣装は
Eisuke's
Megumi-san
suicide
に宛て
note
た
was
ものだっ
addressed
た。
to Megumi. Or
そ
Megumi.
こには
I keep saying it
一
wrong.
言こう書かれていたらしい。
It read,
めぐみへ
Megumi,
今まで楽しかった。
Arigato.
ありがとう。
Bye bye.
ごめんな。
Oh
バイ
gosh.
バイ。
To Megumi, I've had a lot of fun with you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Bye bye. I just didn't think the most obvious solution would be the correct solution, or I should say correct, would be the truth. That is rough, man. Don't do that. Don't ever do that.
福山
And
先輩
to be
は
clear, I'm not talking
その
about the
言葉を
writers.
めぐみ
They
さ
could
ん
do whatever they want.
そして竹口くんに告げた。
Mr. Fukuyama told Megumi and Kohei what the letter said.
佐々木英介をよく知り、
Kohei was Eisuke's best
彼の
friend.
葛藤を理
We
解していた
lied to
親友の
Kohei.
竹内浩平君
We
は
said that it looks like it's not. You know, we have a feeling it's not. And then we just like lied. I mean, we didn't know, but it seems so twisted. But it happened. Kohei was Eisuke's best friend. He understood Eisuke better than anyone. When he heard what Eisuke wrote, he said,
あいつ
Yeah, sounds like him.
そう言って
After saying that,
泣き崩れたそう
he
だ。
broke down in tears.
森本めぐみさんも泣いた。
Megumi cried too. She
涙
cried
が
until she had no
流れた。
tears left.
でも佐々木くんがめ
But
ぐ
she
みさん
said
に
the
残
note
した言
gave
葉
her
が
strength. Really?
彼
Oh.
女の心に力を与えた。佐々木くんの最後
She
の
listened and accepted what it said as
目を
bravely
そらす
as
こと
any
なく
adult would. Oh, good,
まっ
good
すぐ
for
に
her.
受け止め
Good for her.
前を向いて
It seems she will
進む
forge
ための
ahead.
力を
Heisuke!
思春期の子供たち
It
と
is difficult for adults to remember what it was like to be
大人が理解
kids.
するのは難しい。
But I understood how fragile the world felt to him, to them.
脆い彼や彼女たちの心を自分なりに感じ取り寄り添い
And I will do whatever I can to
守ること
protect
がで
them.
きる。いやそうしなければならない。その教訓を得た
Mr.
福山
Fukuyama
先
seems to
輩
have felt this too. Yeah, I was like, that sounds like Mr. Fukuyama talking.
きっと
He will
い
be
い
a great
先生にな
teacher.
っていくだろう。
I know it. Isn't he already a great teacher? I'm back. How did things go? Bad. Look, there's nothing out there except great food and onsens. It's great. Great vacation.
あ、先生。
Oh, Mr. Itsugi.
おかえりなさい。
Welcome back.
君たちの活躍は
I've heard about your
カマ
exploits
さん
from
から聞い
Kamada.
たよ。
You're both extraordinary detectives.
二人とももう
You're
立
both
派な
extraordinary
探偵だ。
detectives now.
先生の調査はどうだったんですか？
How did your
ぜ
investigation
ひ
go?
話を
We're
聞かせ
dying
て
to
く
hear
ださ
your
い。
stories. We'd dying to hear? We'd dying to hear? Come on. Another typo. There's been, a few typos. I mean, look, there's a lot of dialogue in this game, to be fair. But there's been, 4 or 5 typos that I've seen in our playthrough. Maybe a little less than that. Excuse me. We're dying to hear your stories.
ちょっと待ってくれよ。
Hold on.
今
I
帰
just
っ
got
たばかり
back
で
and
お
I'm
腹がペ
starving.
コペコだ。ということで、
So,
あゆみちゃん
Ayumi, care to join me for
ラン
lunch?
チに付き合
What?
ってくれるかな。
もちろんです。
Just Ayumi? Of
ち
course.
ょっと待ってくださいよ。
Wait a minute.
なんで Ayumi-chan
Why are you
だけなん
only
ですか？
taking Ayumi?
さあ行こうか。
Let's go,
あゆみ
Ayumi. Oh my gosh. He's a groomer!
はーい。
Okay, yes.
ちょ
Oh, come on. Why can't I come?
いや僕も行きますって。
Ditched by my
Hi.
boss and my
上
girlfriend.
原刑事。みんなったらいつもひどいで
Yes,
すよ。
oh, Detective Kamihara. Can you believe this? Everyone is so mean.
僕だけ置いてっちゃって。
I got left behind.
あら、誰かと
Oh,
電話して
are you
る
on the
の？
phone with someone?
上原刑
It's
事。
Detective Kamihara.
ほら、ちゃんと
Watch your
前を
step.
向いて歩かないと
Focus on where you're
危ないよ。
walking or you'll get hurt.
はーい。
Okay. Now, was that the true ending? I feel like there was.
しばらくして、
Okay.
久世刑事から一通の手紙が
I
届
feel
い
like
た。
there was, besides what the heck Itsugi was doing, I feel like there was another question I had about people still recognizing, about people still recognizing Makoto as Suzuki. And then what was the name? The car people who took in Minoru Suzuki, apparently. What about them? Were they really taking care of the Smiling Man? Because if the Smiling Man 18 years ago had that smile, then it couldn't have been it couldn't have been the person that family, the Todoroki fan, Todoroki, I think it's Todoroki, I think the Todoroki family had. Is it Todoroki? No, maybe it's something, I can't remember. Anyway, sometime later I received a letter from Detective Kuze.
宇津木探偵事務所の皆
To
さん、
everyone at the Utsugi Detective Agency,
いろいろとご
I
迷
sincerely
惑をおかけ
apologize
し
for
ました
any
ことを
inconvenience I may have brought to your
心より
lives.
お詫び申し上げます。私の行い
My
は
actions are
許
unforgivable.
されることで
I am
はありま
ashamed
せ
of
ん。
my selfishness, and I intend to
身
atone
勝
for my
手な自
sins.
分を恥じ、その罪を償っていくつもりです。私は警察官の
I have
職を
resigned my
辞し、
position with the police to focus on supporting my brother as we move forward.
共に今後の人生を
Yeah,
歩むことになりました。
I'm glad you say resign, but I'm sure you had no choice in the matter, unfortunately. Well, you know, that's
兄
good.
誠の記憶は無
Makoto's
事に
memory
戻り
has
ましたが、
returned, but it'll be some
怪我
time
の
before he
後
can
遺
walk
症で
again.
今は歩くことができません。
Oh. Because of the gunshot. She said something.
兄は一人で生きていくために
He
歩
wants to
け
be
る
able
よ
to
うに
live
な
on
る
his
の
own
だと
someday, so he spends his
リハビ
days
リに
doing
励
hard
む日々
physical
です。
rehabilitation. Okay, good for him. She said,
兄誠の記憶は無事戻りましたが、怪我の後遺症で今は歩くことができません。
I couldn't get that part. But basically, it's what is written there.
そんな兄に寄り添い支える
To
こと
stand
も
by
ま
and
た
support my brother is my
私にとっ
atonement.
ての贖罪である。その思いを胸に生きていこう
I
と
will
思い
keep
ます。
living with that thought in my heart. Oh man, excuse me. I will keep living with that thought in my
皆
heart.
様のご活躍を
Our family of three
私た
wishes
ち
you
家
all the
族3人で
best
お
in
祈り申し上げます。
your endeavors. Oh, grandma. Okay. Family of three. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up now. Oh, is this about to be an Alabama story? But no, you're talking about grandma, right? Right?
上原純子。
Kamihara Junko. She never clarified, but oh. Well, that okay. I'll admit, my first thought. I mean, it could still be grandma.
ナスの花言葉はつつま
Okay,
しい
well, hold on. Eggplant flowers symbolizes happiness, truth, and
希
hope.
望。久世兄弟はようやく
And it seems the Kuze family
それらすべて
has finally recovered all
取り
three.
戻したんだろう。
Eggplant. Emio the Smiling Man, Famicom Detective Club. So my first thought was it actually Kamihara? But then I remembered the grandma, so then I decided to put that aside. But I guess maybe she was implying that Kamihara did Junko and Kamihara hook up? Like, whoa! I guess we don't know though, for sure. Yeah. So pretty exciting and rather violent ending there. At least compared to the rest of the story. I'm still shook by Eisuke's death. I really thought there was going to be someone behind it besides Eisuke himself. So quite maybe a little disappointed because of that, but I think they resolved it well enough, that plot point. There's still the plot point of the Todorokis, or the car people, and who they took in as Minoru Suzuki. Like who? I still assume it had to be Makoto who was taking on the name of Minoru Suzuki. But if it wasn't, if it was actually the Smiling Man dude, then what happened? there must be some more story after we get through the credits. There must be a little bit more. At least I'm hoping on it, because otherwise it just seems it seems unexplained, like a huge plot point missing. But putting that aside, I think how it resolved with Junko and Makoto being reunited, and kind of explaining the events of that day. Oh, there's another thing. How did the hair clip get into the post box? I guess it was the smiling man himself who found her and put it in the post box. But I don't know. And then the whole Emiko thing seems rather unexplained as well, because he went up to her and said Emiko, but I said, wait, you're not Emiko. So I don't understand that. Maybe, hopefully after the credits, Utsugi will tell what he found out, and then we'll understand more. Because maybe that the Smiley Man was originally from that village, and he just ended up over here. I'm just spitballing at this point. Overall, pretty good mystery game. I think it's better than the previous two in terms of how the progression and how you solve the puzzles. Some of the other, like the is the girl in the mirror. I can't remember the titles of the previous games, but a couple of them were a bit minute in how you had to solve them. I feel like Emio, for the most part, keeps it pretty simple. Yes, sometimes you have to go through all your options to find out how to progress. but I don't think it's too bad. I wish there was a little more to the gameplay, but again, it's a genre. The visual novels genre is just different than, say, Ace Attorney, right? Ace Attorney is a visual novel, but it's much more interactive, much more puzzle based than, say, a game like this one. Definitely some overlap, of course, but I think this is more on the visual novel side of things. And to its credit, has much more animation. The music's great, and I feel like the story is pretty solid. There are some times where it does feel like the dialogue is a little padded, particularly when you're talking to Kamihara. It's just, Kamihara and Fukuyama, where there's just long talks in the coffee shop or long talks in the car. But at the same time, they did end up being charming conversations. Okay, we're not done yet. Do I have to press a button? I'm pressing the button. Hi, it's me. I'm sorry to bother you at this hour. About this case, there are still many mysteries that remain unanswered. Oh? I believe uncovering each of these details will allow us to truly solve the case. I agree. Part of that requires looking directly at the life of Minoru Suzuki. However, it's pretty gruesome stuff. Heavy. Dark. You have to be prepared for that. I think I'm ready. I've seen the man's face. So I'm only going to talk when you're ready. When you decide you're prepared, will you give me a call? I'll be waiting. What does it mean? I guess so. Cleared game data. Okay. Oh, Minoru. Famicom detect. Oh my gosh, there's a second. Is this a second part? Well, how long is this part? Is it another 20-hour experience? Because that's not what I was counting on. Oh, interesting. Okay. Very interesting. So what happens if I do this? Just the smiling man. Ah. Then, ooh, extras. Mr. Fukuyama's report card. Let's see how it did. Or actually, I changed my mind. Well, or let's see what chapter selection's like. Well, let's start the Minoru. Gosh, I wonder how long it is. Well, here we go. Call it Tsugi. Have you decided that you're ready? I think we're ready. Yes. No. Yes. Understood. Then come to the office. Like it. With the investigation at Irumo village complete, we now know the full origin of the Smiling Man. Additionally, we found a scribbled note in the house where Minoru Suzuki was hiding. But understanding the true meaning of what he wrote, well, that's beyond our current abilities. Oh. Nevertheless, let me begin by filling you in on the details of my investigation. Okay, now we get Itsuki's. You're with the Itsuki Detective Agency. Yes, I know this incident is ancient history, but I was wondering if I could ask a few questions. I see. So, what did you want to ask? I came here to investigate the history of the Suzuki family. I understand they used to live here. Ah, yes. Ah, yes, the Suzukis. That's better. So unfortunate, so unfortunate. I remember they used to live in peace and harmony together, an ordinary family. Ah, but then one day, the wife and mother left home. The husband stopped work and started drinking. He became aggressive. Maybe it's shameful of us, but we distanced ourselves from the family. I don't know why the mother left. It's not my place to say anything about it. But I will say, the poor Suzuki children were the ones who suffered the most. Children? Did Minoru Suzuki have any siblings? Yes, he had a sister named Emiko. They were 7 years apart. Oh, there you go. They were 7 years apart. Okay. Did you say Emiko? Oh, yes, Emiko. She was such a pretty girl. Suspicious. I think Minoru cherished and protected his sister in part because she was so much younger. I like laughing or smiling Emiko. Ah, see, I like smiling Emiko. Haha. Oh, he mad. Shut up, you little... Can't say you little brats! Don't make Emiko cry! I hate you! What did you say? Say to my face! Ooh. Yeah, that's intense.
小さい恵美子をかばって
I'm sure the Minoru was often beaten while protecting Emiko.
お母ちゃんがおっ
When
た
her mother
頃
was
の
around,
恵美子
Emiko
は
used to be so bright and
そ
cheerful.
ら明るうて元気やっての男の
She
子
was a
み
little
たいやった
tomboy,
け
and some of the villagers called her
村の
Emio,
門
so
から
it sounded
は
like a boy's name.
エミオちゃんエミオちゃんと呼ばれよった
Ah,
エミオちゃん
Emio.
やのに
But, well,
お母ちゃんが
After
出
her
て
mother
って
left,
からは
she cried all
い
the
つも
time,
泣いとっ
and she
た
always looked frightened.
わしらも
We did the
で
best
き
we
るだけ
could,
の
but
ことはしよったつもりじゃったが仲の
they
え
were
え
such
兄
a
弟
good
じゃった
brother and
の
sister to each other.
ミノルは
Minoru protected
体
Emiko
ば
with his
張って
own bodies at
エミ
times.
コを守っとった
Hmm.
あないに元
She
気
was
で
such a
おて
spunky
んば
little
な
girl,
娘
just
やったの
bustling
に
with energy.
いつでもミ
Of
ノル
course,
に
she always attached to Minoru at the
くっ
hip.
ついて
She was always attached to Minoru at
お
the
ど
hip.
おどしとった
Sometimes she'd hide when she saw us.
兄ちゃんだけが
She
頼
must have
りや
thought that her
と
brother was the only person she
思
could
うと
trust
っ
in the
たんや
world.
ろうの口数が少のう
He
て
was an awkward
不
boy, a
器
few
用じゃった
words,
が
but he was honest and
素
kind.
直で心の優しい男の子じゃった自分だけ
You
を
could
頼
see
り
how
に
he
し
was,
とる恵
how he
美子
always
の
acted
ため
cheerfully
に
for Emio's sake.
いつも
She
明
depended on
る
him.
く振る舞っとったわ自分かて
I'm sure it was terribly hard
つ
for
らかっ
him.
たやろうに夫婦の間には
It definitely seems that
他
the
人に
Kuze
はわから
siblings
ん
and
いろん
the
なこと
Tsuzuki
がある
siblings
の
kind
は
of mirror
分かっ
each
ちゃ
other.
う
Maybe not so much in abusive parents, but more so in their relationship with, you know, older brother, younger sister, and how the older brother would smile through a lot of the pain. There are things between a husband and a wife that are personal and sometimes irreconcilable.
じゃがそのせ
But
い
it's
で
always the children who suffer when the
一番
relationship
辛い目
dissolves.
に遭うのはいつも子供たちなんじゃ。ミノルとエ
We
ミコ
couldn't do
のた
anything
めに
for Minoru and Emiko.
結局わしらはなんそれが
And that's a regret I carry with me
今
to
でも
this day.
心残りでの
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
そういうた
You
ら
know, I do
こんなこと
remember.
があったの。ある日、エミコの笑い声が
There was
聞こ
one
えて
day
き
when
た
I heard
の
Emiko laughing wildly. And she looked so
えらい
happy.
楽しそうや
I
から
wondered what was going on.
何事かと思うとったらミノルが
Well, Minoru was
なん
fooling
や
around
お
with
かし
some
な
kind of
紙
funny
袋を
paper
か
bag
ぶ
on
っ
his
て
head.
ふざけよったんじゃわ
Ah,
紙袋を
ah, a paper bag.
笑うとるエミコ
Yes.
を見
Oh, it
た
had been
の
so
は
long since I seen Emiko
ほ
smile,
んに
let alone
久しぶ
laugh.
りじゃった
どんな紙袋だっ
Do
た
you
か
remember what kind of paper
覚え
bag
てい
it
らっしゃいます
was?
か
ミノル
Oh,
が
it was
書
just
い
an
たんじゃ
ordinary
ろう
bag,
の
but Minoru must have drawn a smiling
なんや
face on it.
笑うとる顔が書いてあったんじゃ
That's
せやから
hilarious. Not creepy
そ
at
れ
all.
をかぶっとるミノルは
So it looked as
ま
though he
る
was
で
laughing
大笑
wildly
い
when
し
he
と
put
るみ
it
たい
on.
じゃったわ。そらもうエミコはキャッキャ言うて笑っての
Emiko would laugh so much when he wore it. I had seen her that happy in a long time. She's got bruising on her face.
次の日には
Why, the next day,
二人と
both of them
も
were running
袋ば
around
か
with
ぶっ
bags
て
on their
走り
heads.
回っとった。あん袋が遊ぶもんなんか買って
I
もらえん
suppose
兄
it was their way of
弟の
making a little fun for
遊び
themselves.
道具だ
The
った
life
ん
was
じゃ
so
の。
hard.
エミコ
Oh,
があ
gosh.
んなに笑うて
There's nothing funny about
ミノ
that.
ルはさぞ
Creepy.
嬉しかったじ
I
ゃ
think it
ろ
made
う
me
な。
Minota happy to see Emiko smiling and laughing again. But then
あんなこと
the
に
unthinkable
なって
happened.
もうて
Was there a fire?
鈴木さんご一家に
What
そ
happened
の
to the
後
Suzuki
何
family
が起
after
きたの
that?
でしょうか。
すまんが
I'm
兄ちゃん
sorry. Can you ask someone else about that?
それは他の人に聞いてもらえんかの。
I guess. No.
わしゃも
It's
う思い出すのが
it's just too painful
辛
to
いん
remember.
じゃ。
わかりました。
I understand.
いろいろとお話しい
Thank
た
you
だ
for
き
sharing what you
あ
have.
りがとうございました。
Alright, I'm out of here.
辛いことをお聞きし
I'm
て
sorry to hear I've stirred up
申
these
し訳あり
troubling
ませんでした。
memories. I hope you feel better.
ご気分
おう、
Oh, you sound like you
わ
generally
しの
care.
ことを
That's kind of
気
you.
にしてくれるんか。
Thank you.
あんた、あの兄弟
Those
は
kids, the brother and sister,
二人で
They-
一
they were
つ
as one.
やったのかもしれんの。
That's sad.
恵美子さんは亡くなった
Emiko
た
passed
め池で
away?
溺れて
You're saying she drowned in the pond? Oh man. This poor child. Yeah.
池の方からみのるちゃ
I
ん
could
の
hear Minoru screaming from down
空
near the
もう
pond.
大きい泣き声が聞こえてきたもんだから慌てて行ってみたら
I rushed over there and found
恵美
Emiko.
子ちゃんがもう言葉も出なんだ
I
です
was speechless. Oh my gosh, it's so terrible. Minoru! Oh, man.
突然駆け出したみのるちゃんが
I wonder why he had suddenly
ど
run
こへ何を
outside
し
in the
に
rain
行
like
こうとし
that.
とったんかあん時の私は
I had no idea what was going on.
何も気づけんかったんですよみのるちゃんと恵美子ちゃ
I
ん
think Minoru and Emiko were planning on
二人で
running away
家出
from
しよ
home
うとしと
together.
ったんです
Oh man.
それを親父さ
When
んに
their
見つ
father
か
found
っ
out,
て
he took all of their things and dumped them
荷
in the
物を
pond.
池に捨てられてもうて恵美子ちゃんが池に入って
I
拾おう
suppose
と
what
したみ
happened
た
was
い
that
で
Emiko went to try to retrieve their things.
それで
And she
溺れたらしい
drowned.
んです
Oh gosh.
そんで
And so
みのるちゃんが
Minoru-
親父さんを
he went to his father. Oh boy. Oh. Oh. Look away, children.
親父さんの顔は
His father's face was.
それでも
I don't know if you can blame me.
誰もミノルちゃんを責めたりはできんのですわ。
Okay, don't ask that. All right.
ミノルちゃん、
I can't imagine what it was
ど
like
ん
for
だけ
Minoru
辛かったことか。妹を亡くして
to lose a sister
自
and
分
then
の手で
with his own hands,
親
his
父
father.
さんを。
And now Emiko?
エミコちゃんの
I remember
お葬式の
Emiko's
日に
funeral. Did he wear the paper bag the entire time? Did the mom come back at least? Maybe? Oh no, he's not wearing the bag.
Kao mitari.
ミノルちゃん、
祈る。かわいそうに。
Oh, now he puts on the bag. Oh no, he put it on her. Oh man.
そうかそうか。エミオちゃん、
Emio,
兄
it
ち
looks
ゃん
like your
が
brother might
ええもん持
brought
ってき
something
てく
for
れ
you.
たぞ。
Her name's Emiko.
エミオちゃんが笑うと
Emio
る
is
わ。
smiling.
もう泣かんでええんやぞ。
You don't have to cry anymore.
ずっとず
You
っ
can
と
just smile now.
笑うとっ
Keep
たら
smiling forever.
ええんやぞ。
あん時のことは
Something like that happens
村で長い
People
間
talk
語り継がれて
across
きたようですわ。
generations.
けんど
But then again,
この村も
in time,
そ
all
のこ
things
とを知る
fade.
人はもうほとんどおら
Even
んで
those
な。
painful memories just sort of drift
忘れられ
away.
て
You
いくんや
forget.
ね。
Honestly, I thought this all would have happened many more years ago. I thought these people would have been older who remembered this, or at least would have been children when this happened. But I guess not. So how old was Minoru then?
大好きやった紙袋
In
と
the
一
end,
緒に
life is as fragile as the paper bag that
Emiko
Emiko
ちゃんは
and Minoru played with.
旅立っていったんですよ。あん時
When I think back,
いきなり走り出した
why
ミ
didn't
ノ
I
ルちゃ
stop
んを
Minoru when he started running?
私はなんで止めんかったんやろ。あの子が何を考えと
How
っ
could
た
I
ん
not
か、
have realized what was going on?
なんで気づいてやれんかったんやろうって今でも
I still think
そう
about
思
it.
っとります。ミノルちゃん、
I believe Minoru was
そ
sent
の
to a
後少
juvenile
年
detention
院に
center
入ったんで
afterwards.
すわ。
But that's all I know.
それから先んことは
Yeah, I mean,
ようわかりま
that's
せん
where you
ね。
go.
私も
I
あの
left the
後
village
村を
shortly
出
after
て
that
もうたん
time.
で、
Oh, wait, was it that village that we were just at? Or is it this village? And you came back?
私から話せることは
That's about all I can tell you.
こんくらいですかね。
お話しいただき
I
まして
see.
あり
Thank
が
you
とう
very
ご
much
ざい
for
ました。
speaking with me.
村を出てずいぶん
Moved
経
away a
った
long
今
time
で
ago,
も
but
あの兄弟
I
のこ
still
と
think of
は
those kids
時
sometimes.
々思い出しますね。ミノルちゃん、
I hope
今
Minoru's
も
doing well.
元気にしとったらええんやけど、
So I guess if you went to the juvenile center, then the person that the Todorokis took in must have been the actual Minoru. I just can't believe it was that time frame. But okay, so that solves that. And unfortunately, he must have been. I don't know what led him to become the smiling man, but something must have happened. And his face wasn't all ruined either. So there's that. But the construction site workers, I think Makoto must have been using Minoru's name. Because he had amnesia, so he must have been using that name for some reason. I don't know. We'll see.
私がミノルちゃんの気持ちに気づ
If
い
only
て
I
や
had
れて
known what was
たら
going on in his head. Maybe
あ
it
の子
could have
が
been
罪を
different.
犯すことはなかったんやないかと
I could have.
あくまでも
Well, if you want my
私の考
opinion,
えではありますが、あなたは決して
I don't think you can blame
ご自
yourself.
身を責めるべきではないと思います。
It's not about you, Karen.
そうなんやろかね
Still, I wonder.
知っとることは
I think I've told you
みん
everything
な
I
話し
know.
たつもりです。
貴重なお話を
Thank
あり
you.
がとうござい
It's
まし
been
た。
valuable.
辛いことを
These are
思い
painful
出してしまい
memories,
まし
that's
た
for sure.
それは
I'm so sorry.
大変申し訳ありませんでした。
けんど
But
あんたに聞いても
there
らっ
is a
たこ
certain
とで
lightness to getting it off my
ちょっ
chest.
と気持ちが軽うなったように思
Thank
い
you
ま
for
す
listening.
これが
The events that
都市伝
took
説
place there seem to be what
Emio の
inspired the
起源と
urban
なった
legend of
話のよう
Emio,
だ。
the smiling man.
鈴木兄弟の悲
As the
劇
people in
は
the village spoke of the
村の
tragedy of
中
the
で語
Suzuki
り継がれ、
siblings,
後に
the story
村
took
を
on a
離れ
life
て
of
いっ
its
た
own,
人たちが拡
and
散
as
して
word
いく過
spread,
程
the story
で
morphed into a terrifying
恐ろ
legend.
しい都市伝説へと形を変えた。それを決定
In a
的に
cruel
してし
twist
ま
of
ったの
fate,
が
Minoru Suzuki's
Suzuki
actions
Minoru
cemented the
本人だ
legend
った
as a
というのは
reality.
なんとも皮肉な話だね。鈴木兄弟の事件は
Of course, the downfall of the
近隣の
Suzuki
方々
family
にも
cast a shadow
暗
over
い
the
影を
entire
落としていた
neighborhood.
よ。彼らのために
People there still asked
自
themselves
分
if
たち
they
にできるこ
couldn't
とは
have
な
done
かったの
something.
かと今もなお自問自答している人の話を聞いた。自分が鈴木の
Some
強
still
行
live
を
with
止められ
regrets,
たのではという
and the
思い
notion that
に
they could have
ずっ
somehow
と縛ら
prevented
れ
all
てい
that
る
came
方
to
もいらっしゃ
pass.
った。もちろんその方た
I
ち
don't
が
think they should blame
ご自身を
themselves,
責める
but
必要はない。だが重く受け止め
it
るべ
is
き
human
言
nature
葉
to
だ
do
った
so.
よ。
I know they carry the weight of their decisions, always.
.そして鈴木が入院していた
I met with the director of the
少年院
juvenile
の
detention
教官
center
に
with
も
where
会って
Minoru was
話を聞いて
incarcerated.
きたんだ。
Ah. Oh, we're at a cafe place.
鈴木みのる
Oh, yes.
Ah,
I remember
覚えて
Minoru
ますよ。
Suzuki.
素直で手
He
の
was
か
an
からないいい
honest,
子
well
で
behaved
したよ
kid. However,
ただ起こした事
I
件が
do
事件
recall
です
that
か
he
ら
had an intense
精神
case
的な面を
history,
我々は
so we
気に
kept
し
a
ていま
close
した
eye on
ね
his mental state.
口数が少
He
ない
hardly
どこ
ever
ろか
spoke
ほ
during
と
his
んど
time
口を聞き
here,
ませんで
so
し
it
たから
was hard to pin
過去
down
の
how
うち
he
は
was
なんとも
doing.
正直なところ
Truly,
つ
he
かみど
was
こ
an
ろがなかった
enigma.
です何せ変わった
All
子
in
でした
all,
ね
Minoru was a
鈴木は
strange boy.
一人でいることが
He
多かっ
spent a lot
た
of
ですし
time alone,
常に
just
何か
thinking
考え事
presumably.
をしている印象でした
Just thinking, presumably.
鈴木が何を
It
考
was
え
never
ていた
easy
の
to
か
tell
は分
what
か
he
りま
was
せん
thinking.
ああ、そうい
You
え
know,
ば
now that I
一人でい
think
る
of
と
it,
きはよく独り言をブツブツ言
he
ってい
did
ました
use to
ね
mumble to himself a little bit. 俺は自動車の勉強をするぞ. I'm going to learn how to drive a car. Or okay, that works. I'm going to study cars. Yeah, that's probably more accurate. Yep. I mean, 自動車 literally, yeah, I'm going to drive a car. Yes. Or well, not drive a car. I'm going to study cars. Yes.
何を言ってた
I
のか
couldn't
は
understand
分
what
か
he
んな
was
かったですけ
mumbling
ど
about, of course.
続きは自動
One
車が
thing
好
that
きだっ
did
たよう
pique
なので
Minoru's interest
自
was
動車整備
cars,
士の資格
so
の
I
取得を
encouraged him to
進めました
pursue automotive repair.
退院してからも
Becoming
何か資格を持
becoming
っ
a
ていた方
certified
が
mechanic
有利です
could
か
be a
らね
great advantage to someone leaving our institution.
元来真面目で
It
物
turned
覚
out
えが
that
い
he
い
had
こ
the
ともあり
ability to
非
focus
常に
quite
熱
well
心
on
に
his
取り組ん
studies
だ
and
結
work
果
hard.
試験には見事
Ultimately,
一
he
発で
passed
合格したんです
the
よ
certification exam on his first try with flying colors.
ほう、
Oh,
そ
that's
れは
impressive.
大したものですね。
そうなん
I
ですよ
agree. And a
正
bit
直なとこ
surprising,
ろ
I'll
驚きまし
admit.
た頭いいん
I
だなっ
was
て
happy
思
for
え
him
て
and glad to see that his
なんだか自分も嬉
mind
しか
was
ったですね
hard at work behind the silence.
合格したのがよ
He
ほど
must
嬉
have
しかっ
been
たんでしょう
thrilled.
ね
After all,
そ
he
の時
barely spoke.
続きが
But he
珍
did
しく
talk to
話し
me
かけ
that
てきたん
day.
ですただ
However,
話していた内
the
容が
things he was saying
ちょっと
were
変だったんで
a
す
little weird. Oh?
言ってることが
I did
ちょ
think
っ
that
と
what he was saying was a little odd. Oh, okay.
続きはこう言いました
Minoru said,
いつかは自分も車
someday
を
I'll
手に
get
入れて
myself a car and
妹が行きた
I'll
いと
take
ころ
my
へ
little sister
どこへで
wherever
も
she
連れて
wants
行
to
ってやる
go.
んだって
Well, at that point, she was already gone.
そう言ってたんですよ
Yeah, that was pretty much it. His sister, eh?
妹？
はっきりそう言っ
Yeah,
たん
she
で
was
すよ
quite clear.
その反応を見る限
You
り
agree it's weird,
あな
don't
たも
you?
変だと思
At
いまし
least
たよね
based on your reaction.
ええ。
As far as I
私が
know,
知る限り
Minoru
です
only
が
had one sister.
鈴木さんの妹さんは一人だけだったはずです。
そうなんですよ
That's right.
当時の資料
I've
でも
only
続きの
I've
妹
looked
は
through all the
あ
official
の時亡くな
documents.
った
Minoru's
恵
only
美子さ
sister
んだ
was
けとなって
Emiko,
ましたし
and she died before he arrived.
うん、
Oops.
うん、やっぱり続きの妹
Yes,
さんは
I'm sure that
恵美子さ
Emiko
んだ
was
け間
Minoru's
違いない
only
ですね
sister.
他に妹がい
It
たな
would
んて
have been
情
in his
報を
records if he had
我々
another
が知らない
sister.
なんてありえないです
そうでしょうね。
Indeed.
うん
Oh, okay, now we do observation.
妹が行きたいとこ
I'll
ろへ
take my little
ど
sister
こへでも連
wherever
れ
she
て行
wants
って
to
やる
go.
んだって
Seeing
す
him
ごく
so
嬉しそうに
happy,
話す
I
続きを見
suddenly
て
realized
ふとこんなことを思ったんですよこの子の頭の中で
maybe in this
あの
kid's
事件の
head,
ことはなかったこと
the
になっ
whole
ているん
incident
じゃ
never
ないか
happened. Ah. That makes sense. So that's why he's looking for Emiko.
少年院を退院
After his
後、
release from juvenile
続き
detention,
は
Minoru
一度
returned
イ
to
ルモ村に
Irumo
戻ったんだ。
village.
村の人に
The
温かく
villagers
受け
welcomed
入れ
him
てもらっ
back,
た続
and he
き
spent
は
a few years pitching
農
in,
作業の手伝い
pitching
な
in
どを
with
して
farm work.
数年を過ごしたらしい。
Oh.
問題を起こすようなことはなか
They
った
said he was
が、
helpful. It didn't cause any
随分
problems.
感じが変わってしまったと
But then he had changed.
村の人たちは
At
思って
least
いたようだね。
that's what most folks' impression. That was most folks'
少年
that
院
was
での
most
生
folks'
活と同じ
impression.
く、村
The
でもと
behavior he
にかく
exhibited in
話さない。
detention, rarely speaking,
いつも
mumbling
何
to
か考え
himself,
ている様子で、
continued.
独り言をつぶやいていたようだ。事情を知る村の人々は
Those in the village who knew
実
about
の
his
気持ち
history
を
were
推し量っ
sensitive to his
て
feelings and
見守って
protective
い
of
た
him.
ようだが、世代交代が
But not
進み、
everyone felt that way.
村の雰囲気が変わっ
Perhaps
ていった
picking
よ
up
う
on
だ
a
ね。
growing sense of unease, Minoru left the
それを察
village.
したのか、ミノルはイルモ村を出て行ったらしい。その後、
For a
彼は
while
短
he
期労
drifted,
働の仕事をし
working
なが
odd
ら、
jobs.
いろんな土地を転々としたそうだよ。
Wow, man, he really did his work.
そして君も知っているように、
Until he found his way
ミ
to
ノ
the
ルは
Kamimatsu
幸
area,
福市の
Kofuku City.
亀松町に流れ着き、
Then what turned him into the person he became?
轟モータースのお世
And
話
had the
にな
good
るわけ
fortune
だ。
of stumbling upon Todoroki Motors. I was right, Todoroki. Todoroki Motors.
ところで君は、
Speaking of,
ミノル
do you
が
know what drew Minoru
轟
to
モータースに
Todoroki
身を寄せ
Motors?
ようと
Do
決
you
め
know
た
what
理
drew
由が
Minoru
わかる
to
かい？
Todoroki Motors? He was seeking a place to work on cars like Todoroki. That is why he seemed kind. He was seeking a place to work on cars.
君もそう思った。
Ah, I see. We have the same
だが
thought.
実際は、
But actually, oh, 車がたくさん並んでるG の、G の自動車屋を見つけた。俺はかっこいい G の自動車屋さんで働く。Because the guy was cool. I found a car shop that's called Car. G as in character. The owners are nice. I'm going to... Oh. Would work there. Well, more like they're cool. 自動車があったらエミコを迎えに行ける。So if I have a car, I can go and pick up Emiko. If I have a car, I can go pick up Emiko. Woo! I got it right. Translation. I gather he was fond of the kanji character for Todoroki, which spells out car. For a car enthusiast, it must have been the perfect job. Speaking of his job, we found a set of work clothes from Todoroki Motors in an abandoned building. They had been laundered and folded neatly away into a hiding spot. I think it shows how important Todoroki Motors was for Minoru. Oh, and then all the blood. Oh, for goodness sakes. So, when he's living in Kamimatsu, at some point, there's like blood over the floor, right, at his apartment, and then he goes missing. So that must be when he cut up his face, supposedly. And that has that look. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's a good point. So then, why did he do it though? What snapped? Was it just? It just eventually it was like a ticking time bomb until he was gonna snap like that. Maybe, I don't know. Or did something else happen? I think it shows how important Todoroki Motors was for Minoru. There's also the first victim, the girl. That's, I guess, assumed like maybe they were in a relationship, but maybe in reality he was stalking the girl because he thought it was Emiko. I don't know. In a note we found, Minoru wrote that he was planning on going to pick up his sister, Emiko. He also spoke of driving his sister around while he was in detention, but he doesn't have another sister. I think Minoru's mind became fixated on that day that he lost her. And he could never move past that event. He acted as if she were alive and in need of protection. As an unfortunate result, he caused a great deal of misery and suffering. I am sympathetic to his story. But regardless of the circumstances, the crimes he committed are unforgivable. Well, he's dead now, so. I have no desire to defend him. I assure you of that. But I have a desire to understand him. What I'm about to describe to you is based on the notes Minoru left behind and Makoto's testimony. Okay, here we go. I have filled in some of the details with information from a few trusted sources. Unfortunately, I believe the story is factual and not an exaggeration. Of course, we can never truly know what was going through Minoru's mind. Even if we could get a glimpse, there's just no way. There's just nothing basically, there's a lot of things we can't understand. Still, the story of his life, I felt it was important to share with you. Thank you. I cut you off. Pausing it real quick. Why can't I move? Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Sorry guys. Chat was going on this whole time. It wasn't updating for me. I'm so sorry. There's so many Oh, messages. I'm so sorry. Okay. I know we're in the middle of a cutscene, but let me reply to some of these. Just real quick. Okay. So maybe a Shawn Michaels costume since you look a little similar. Shawn Michaels. Okay, I'll look that up. So since Splatoon 3 is over and we're walking on the waiting on the fourth game, out of all three games, which one was the better music and why was it Splatoon 2? I absolutely agree, Shadow. I know if you're still there. I absolutely agree. Splatoon 2 had the best soundtrack. Some people disagree with me. I agree. I say Splatoon 2. And that's why I did vote. I voted for Present because they were the Splatoon 2, the off the hook idols. And then Splatoon 3 is good. It has some good tracks, and Splatoon 1 is classic, but I think 2 is great. Is it true Sony is acquiring Nintendo? No, as far as I know. You know, her and Claw got a lot in common for not shooting their brothers in the legs. Just saying. Ooh, good connection there. He bring Ayumi because he knows she'll pay for the meals. That's great. I don't have to pay when I go eat out with Ayumi. It's great. And Little Rocks, I'm so sorry I wasn't answering your chat responses. I'm so sorry. Unsatisfied. I think just I hope I explained myself with some of the plot points, particularly with Ace K. And now we're getting the reveal of Minoru right now, which is awesome. Ace Attorney is a point and click visual novel. Yeah, you're right. That's more accurate. I mean, this does have point and click aspects of it. I will say though that Ace Attorney is a little more puzzle based, just a little bit, than this one, but it's different. Well, Smiling Man is kind of husband though. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame the girl if she's interested in him. Yeah, okay, sorry, so sorry. I don't know what was happening. It wasn't loading for some reason. It was just stuck on what your costume was, Shadow. So sorry for people. And Rebel, I see you in the chat as well. I'm sorry I didn't reply. My bad, guys. My bad. Well, thanks for joining. Let's watch. Let's watch Nintendo, everybody. Emiko is no more. Wow.
彼もまた犠牲者の一人だったと考えることもできる。
Holy cow.
しかし
That was intense. I think they did a great job of compiling it all together. I don't know if I really have any questions unanswered. I think they tied it all together pretty well. And I like how Makoto was never an actual murderer or anything like that. It really was just all Minoru. But man, it's just so sad. So sad. So why were they outside this late at night to begin with? I assume you're talking about Junko and her brother Makoto. So it ties back to the birthday. It was close to Makoto's birthday, I believe. And Makoto, so Junko was growing flowers, like eggplant flowers, for her brother, and then, or maybe it was just eggplants that she was growing. I can't remember which one. And then Makoto saw the flowers and, cut them up and tried to give it to Junko as just a present to make her happy. Obviously, that made Junko upset because she wanted it to be for her brother, a surprise, and so she ran away, yelling at her brother. Or was it vice versa? I think it was actually vice versa. So I think she yelled at the brother and the brother ran away. And so then she went after him, got lost, didn't know where to go. Makoto came back, realized she was lost, and then went to go find her. And then it was on Junko's birthday. Junko's birthday. Gotcha. It was on Junko's birthday that it happened because he was giving a gift to her. Right. Thank you for the clarification, and please correct me if I'm wrong. Either way, they both are outside because one of them ran away and the other was looking for the other. And so she did run away. He stayed home in the dark. Gotcha. That's right, because he had the flowers all around him when Grandpa and Grandma came home. That's right. Thank you for the clarification. So yeah, she ran away, and then when he came to his senses and they asked where Junko was, that's when Makoto ran after her. And that's where we saw in this cutscene that Minoru was the one who found her first. So, anyway, Nintendo just saying people would pay for other anime adaptation that isn't Pokemon. Just saying. I mean, really though. Give me the Three Houses anime, or any Fire Emblem anime, or Xenoblade anime, or a Legend of Zelda anime. I guess we're getting a movie first. Let's see how that does. But yeah, I mean, that was pretty intense. I mean, very, very graphic and very mature for a Nintendo game, I will say. Not that Nintendo can't be mature, of course, but it's very dark, and they were not fooling. They wanted you to be prepared. It's dark and gruesome. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Oh boy. So you see, in a very real way, he was also a victim. Oh, it was Mappa who did it. Really? They got Mappa to do it? I didn't even see if it was in the credits. Maybe they'll have another credits for the Minoru section. Wow, Mappa. Mappa does so much, man. They do so much, but they do good work. He was also a victim. But taking another innocent life is a sin, and it can never be forgiven. I spoke with so many people who carry regrets, who said, if only I had said something. I can't help but wonder if the legend of the smiling man could have been prevented after all. After investigating the tragic life of Minoru Suzuki, I feel that the last sentence of his scribbled note is perhaps emblematic of his being and his heart. Emiko ni aitai. I want to see Emiko. Yes, I want to see Emiko. What do you think? Dun dun dun. I just think he was a very mentally disturbed person. Tragic, but obviously a killer. I mean, I'm so glad we had that. I'm very satisfied with how it ended. How it all tied together with this edition. It did feel like the first game was incomplete, or the game was incomplete until you get to this part. So I'm glad that it's interesting that it's separated like this. I guess they wanted to be a hard stop between the gameplay portion, like the base game, and then this more dark, disturbing portion. Like they wanted that to be, I guess, in case people wanted to avoid it, Although I think when you get this game, I think you might be going into it expecting it, but regardless, I guess I can respect them having that option. And I don't think it was terribly planned or done or anything. I think it worked. It's a good flow. But if you do play only the first part, or only the main gameplay part, I think you will leave just a little bit confused, or maybe not confused, but a little bit unsatisfied with how it all unfolded until you play Minoru. But yeah, that really answered all my questions. That's great. Oh, did I miss the studio? I think I missed the studio. I saw the animators, but I didn't see the studio, but whatever. It's fine. kid. Obviously he's a murderer. It's just so tragic. Oh, animation. Okay, here we go. Maybe I should know some of these names. I don't know. It's always amazing how many people you got working on an animated project like this. Shanghai Phantom animation. I guess it's less creepy than when I first saw it. And the music is really good too. This is a nice, really nice, sad piano piece. I like it. But the music from the base game, that's also pretty good too. Oh, another thing, I'm glad that the Minoru part wasn't DLC. You know, like pay an extra $20 to get the true ending or the next part of the story. You know, that would have been too bad. Yeah, no, I think if you like murder mystery games, visual novels. Oh, I just missed it. Gosh dang it! I looked away. Oh well. Shoot. The one time I look away. Yeah, no, I think if you like murder mysteries, visual novels, I think this is a really good game for that. A great, you know, unique animation, some pretty good characters, and a story that will I think will keep you hooked and keep you guessing. I know it did for me. That's just still creepy. That's less creepy. And that's not creepy. That's just sad, but he's making the best. He's making the best of it. And then I'll give this its moment. And now they're together again. Maybe not. I mean, you know, it depends on what, I guess, your belief in the afterlife. But who knows? Yeah. I'm glad I played that. I'm glad I was able to do that on stream. Emio Minoru, the Smiling Man. Ooh, nice. Oh, I missed it. Dang it. Too slow. Well, at least I get that. I like how it connects like that. It has a face. This one's your favorite. Your second favorite is the girl who stands behind. Now, okay, so you got the girl who stands behind, and then what's the other one? Famicom Detective Club Switch. It's got Emio, and then what's the other? Of course, the only one that pops up is Emio. Oh, here we go. Okay, we got the missing air and the girl who stands behind. Yeah, I think in general people like the girl who stands behind. The missing air. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, and generally speaking, and I like the girl who stands behind. I think I don't know. I go back and forth. Although it's been a while since I played them. It was back in whenever it first came out. Probably 2020. I think it was 2020. And but I really did like the missing air. But there were more interesting characters in the girl who stands behind, so that's fair. But this one I think is just the best one. I think they learned from what they did in the past, and I think just made a overall a better game for sure. Oh, it's 2021. Was it really 21? I must have played it at the beginning of 2021 then. So, Smiling Man for Smash? Could you imagine? No, I want Ayumi for Smash. She'll pays everyone bills. And she'll have a Naginata. She'll be our spear wielder, because apparently we can't have one in Smash. Or at least in Fire Emblem. Well, Byleth has a spear. Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for coming in. Maybe should I go to Smiling Man, or does it matter? Let's go to extras real quick. Let's get the report card. Cancel. Can I? Okay. Well, let's load this and see what my report card is. I don't know how this works. Thank you, Intensity, for your hard work during the investigation. Based on how you carried out your investigation, Mr. Fukuyama has filled out a report card for you. Oh, great. Come on, Fukuyama. Give me a good grade. Here, you are the student, and Mr. Fukuyama is the teacher. Oh boy. Let's take a look at your grades calculated based on how you carried out your investigation. How did I do? I won't go easy on you. Oh gosh. How am I supposed to understand this? Okay, so I tried my best. The prologue. Tried my best. Well done, well done, well done. You tried your best. You tried your best. Well done. Not quite. Well done. You tried your best. Tried your best. So not quite means pretty bad. Or is not quite the worst one? I can't tell. What does this even mean? Average grades, that's okay. As they say, nails that don't stand out don't get hit. Nothing here stands out. Fukuyama, I feel like you were really harsh on me, man. Alright. Now I focus on what I think of you personally. Oh, great. By which I mean your personality. Listen up, and please don't worry too much. Man, were my grades that bad? I guess it said I was average, right? Have you noticed you a little bit clumsy? I suggest you draw a deep breath before taking any action. Yeah. I'm a little bit clumsy. Yeah, this is true. Next, you're awfully serious, aren't you? Always focused and sincere, very professional. Am I awfully serious? I I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm, you know, always silly or never caring or anything like that. But awfully serious. Yay, Nintensity's average. Woo!
また君は
Also,
新しいものを
when
手
you
に
get
入れ
hold
る
of
と
something new, you
夢中に
easily
なり
get
やすい
super
傾
focused
向が
on
ある
it, don't you?
図星なんじゃないか
I think for the most part, yeah. Although I've noticed I have like a couple packages I got recently and things I ordered, but I haven't even opened them yet. Even though I wanted them. What is wrong with me? But I think for the most part, if I get something new, yeah, I can.
ところで
By the way,
好きな飲み物
isn't your favorite drink green
緑茶だっ
tea?
たりしないか
You are so wrong. Absolutely wrong, my friend. Yeah. Sorry. You tried.
所感は以上だ
That's all for my impressions.
さて先生から
Well,
の
this is
通
the
信
end
簿
of
は
the
これで
report
終わ
card
りだ
from the
改め
me.
て事件解決おめでとう
Look at it.
本当によくやった
Well, this is the end of the report card from the me. Typos. Once again, congrats on solving the case. Well done.
所感の方は
Sorry if I've gotten
全然
anything
違ってた
wrong.
らすまない
If that's the case, maybe
その場
Tachibana
合
will get
は
mad at me.
立花に怒られてしまうかな
Are you looking forward to that?
それじゃまた
Well then, until we meet again. Okay, Tachibana. Not Tachibana. Fukuyama. Well, good game. You know what? I hope we have another one. I mean, I don't need one for a few years, a couple years, but I think this is a good genre that Nintendo can fill, you know? And I appreciate all the effort they went into animating not just the 3D models, 2D, 3D model, whatever you want to call them, but also the cutscene at the very end there. It was all very nice. All very good. Very good indeed. And I still want Ayumi for Smash. She is best girl. Although I like the police cop lady. Okay, stop. I mean, Kuzi's not, but I'm talking about the unnamed police cop lady. No, good game. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate that. It was a lot of fun. Just an update. So tomorrow there'll be a video coming out. I'll admit, it is a clip of a skit that I had in a previous video. So if you've seen it already, I'm sorry, but not a lot of people watch the video. So I'm hoping that this skit itself gets a little more traction because I think it's kind of funny. So that'll be tomorrow, and then next week we will stream Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. Really looking forward to that game. As a huge Zelda fan, I'm excited to go back to the top-down style, but also integrate a lot of the Breath of the Wild elements to it. I'm hoping it doesn't feel overwhelming like Tears of the Kingdom did. And it's not necessarily relying on me to be completely dependent on my imagination. But I feel like there's a lot of potential for players to do what they want, but also not forcing them to just rely only on the imagination thing. Thanks, Shadow. I really appreciate that, and always you being here for the streams. I really appreciate that. Little Rocks, thanks for being here as well. And then earlier Rebel was here. I appreciate that. You guys have been great. So next week on Thursday we'll stream it because that's when it's coming out, and then after that we'll go back to our Friday streams. All right. Well, I'm gonna go eat some eggplant. I really should. I love eggplant. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your week and a weekend, and we'll see you next time for Legend of Zelda.